Okay? All right? So that takes care of the pronouns that we already studied. Who, ha, ka, ki, yeah, and the na. So let's go over the ones that we hadn't got already. Okay? Very easy. Why? Why are they easy? Because for third person, if we know who and ha, same pronouns. Just cut right to the chase. Same pronouns. Attached pronoun, huma. But let's look at want to go over the meaning first. If, talking about with a noun. So if this meant, like let's use the book as our model. His book. Her book. Now, huma is a dual. So what are we saying now? Their book. English only one word. There. Okay? Same pronoun, whom. Whom is the plural of who. So in English, what will we say now? Their book. Their book. Same word again, right? And then hunna is the plural for here. Or ha, in this case. Their book. So you see in English, right, we only have 3 options. His, her, or their. Right? Okay? When you attach it to a noun. So his book, her book, their book. And when we say their, in English, again, we don't know what the number or the gender is, but in Arabic it's specific. So if you say kitabu huma, right? You at least know gender. We're not concerned about gender. We're more concerned about the number. Okay? All right? Okay? Let's move on to second person. Ka and ki. Again, in English, we only have one word, your. So if we have in the word book as our model, your book. All 5 instances is going to be your book. Okay? So kitabuka means your book. Kitabuki means your book. In Arabic, we're talking specifically about a man. Kitabuki, we talk about a woman. Right? But English is just one word, your book. Right? So, the pronouns, the attached pronouns, right, for the dual, and we use them, we'll say kuma, right, kuma, right, okay, kum, okay, when we say like assalamu alaikum, that's that pronoun. Wa alaikum. That's that pronoun. Right. Assalamu alaikum. Right. That's the pronoun, right? And then feminine plural, kunna. Okay. And then that's the list of the pronouns. That's our unattached the attached pronouns. Who, ha, huma, hum, hunna. Ka, ki, kuma, kum, kunna. And then we already had yeah, and we already had na. Right? So again, in English, his, her, theirs. Right? In English, second person, you. Right? First person, my, and our. Okay? Okay?
Some question.
No.
Like the door, you see like before sale, there's like why behind the car, that's this attached pronoun.
Mm-hmm.
That's that.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay? Very good? Very good? All right. All right. All right. So, let's take bait. Let's go through the list with bait. Start off Ali. Beituhu. Beituha. Beituhuma.
Beituka.
And then
Beit.
Beit.
Beiti.
Beiti. Good. Beituna. Okay, right. That's it. That's it for the pronouns. That's it for the pronouns. Okay. What's that? No. Beituna. Our house. Our. Right? That's the meaning. Beituhu, his house. Beituha, her house. Beituhum, or Beituhum, or Beituhunna, their house. Okay? And when you hear it in Arabic, you know that is number specific. Number, and with these two, number and gender specific. Right? Beituka, Beituki, Beitukuma, Beitukum, Beitukumna, your house.
When you're doing plural and it's like a mixed group of masculine and feminine, do you use masculine?
Use masculine. Okay? And then Beiti and Beituna. So my house, our house. Okay? So that's when it's attached to a noun. Okay? We're going to go ahead and I'm going to skip the verb for a moment and go right into like when it's attached to a particle. Let's say, for an example, like a preposition. Because we use this all the time. Ala. Ala bima'na on. So we say something like sallallahu. See, that's that pronoun. That's that preposition. Ala, alay. That's that, you know. And only for who? Only for these here do we change the whenever yeah precedes the third person who, huma, whom, or hunna. For pronunciation purposes, we change the dhamma to a kasra, just for pronunciation, just to make it easy to pronounce. Instead of saying alay who, right? Change it to a kasra. Alayhi, alayhima, alayhim, alayhinna.
That answer I could not figure it out. I was seeing so many times. I was wondering why.
It's only for pronunciation purposes, right?
So whenever the third person
is preceded by a yeah or a kesra, right? Yeah and kesra are go together. So if a kesra or a yeah comes before these pronouns, who, huma, whom, or hunna, right? They're the only ones. Who, hunna, huma, whom, right? Not ha. Why? Because ha has a vowel already. So we can't, you understand, we can't. Alright? Okay? And you know it don't happen with ka, ki, ku. Why? Because we say it on alaykum. We don't say alayki. We don't say, right? So we don't change this. Right? Because we say alaykum.
So how do you pronounce the human?
Change it to a kesra.
Alayhi.
That's it. When we make dua, like when we have two prophets or something, right? Sallallahu alayhi masallam. Right? Isa wa Muhammad. Right? Alayhi masallam. Right? We could say alayhuma, but I mean, you probably didn't, you probably went to the bathroom when the teacher explained that, that rule. That's what that should mean. Okay?
yeah, he ain't gonna tell me though.
That's right. All right, everybody got it? Okay, so that's the only thing that changes. Okay, when you're attaching it to a pronoun.
Can you repeat it one more time? I just want to make sure that I know exactly what you're talking about. I think I know, but I just want to make sure. Whenever you have the third person, except for the ha because it already has the vowel, and it's preceded by ya or kesra, it becomes.
It changed to a kesra.
To madru. Okay. All right.
Change to a kesra. Not madru.
Oh, change to a kesra.
The vowel changes to a kesra.
Oh, for
Instead of from a Dhamma, right.
I blew it.
From
See how I blew
a
it?
Dhamma to a Kesra. Just for pronunciation. It's
Okay.
just it's easier to... Everybody know the theory between what Kesra means in reading and for a vowel. Kesra, you down low. Right? Right? Dhamma, what does Dhamma mean? Dhamma, anybody know what Dhamma means?
I forgot.
Huh? Dhamma means to like embrace or to hug. And you up higher, like Fata. Fata and Dhamma is close by one another in terms of where they come from. But Kesra is already low. So, look, if you try to say I lay, you low. I lay, and then you got to go back up. I lay who?
I lay who?
It's easy to say I lay.
Allah,
And then just let it slide right on. We should know about that.
That
We gotta
is
know
true.
about
That is true. Wow,
If you think, right, and that's why the Arabs do that.
That's beautiful.
Right.
Because the E sound.
It's right. This is
Come on.
right. You got to go all the way up there. The reading is to be made smooth and easy. So that's the only right changes. You could say Alehu. You could. But you're doing extra work for what?
Is that why they give you a chart with all the, like, where the letters are pronounced?
Am I correct?
Yeah, like, where it's like, they show the face and they show...
Yeah. But this here is for the vowels, though. Now, has nothing to do with the letters. It's the vowels. Right? Dhamma is the strongest vowel, so it's harder. It's that's all. Okay. All right. All right. So that's it. All right. So again, it doesn't matter what. So if we take the preposition ala, okay. So ala. So if we put the pronoun on here, the preposition, the pronouns on ala, so it becomes. Notice that this is an aleph maksura now, and it don't matter what it is. It could be fi. Right? Fi. It could be fi, which is a true yeah. Right? We wouldn't say fi hu. We simply say fi he. Finish it. Fi ha. Right? See, it's no nick. See, fi, and it's easy to say the ha.
Yeah.
Right? So we won't change this one. Now this one. Fi he man.
Fi he man.
Fi him.
Fi him.
Fi hinna.
Fi hinna.
Fi ka. No change. Fi ki. No change. Fi kumat. We don't change it. Fi kum.
Fi kun.
And fi kunna.
Oh, okay, that's on the third person.
Right, only on third person. Only on third person. Now here,
Fi.
fi. We don't, right? Simply fi.
It's not elongated.
Fi. It's already long.
Unless you want to really go real hard. No.
Fi.
He got old and slip into that. You know what I mean?
Oh, man. That's a good one, though. That's a good one. I'm going to have to use that one now. And now for na, fi, na. Right? So meaning, right, as a pronoun, right, the meaning is here, again, if it's human or non-human. So as non-human, it can mean it. Right? So in it, right? Ka, fi, and me. Fi. Okay? Fi na, in us. Okay? Right? So it doesn't matter. Same thing with Allah. If it was men, now watch with men. Men, right? Is mabni ala sukun. So men, let's put the pronoun on men. So with who would it become? Men who. We don't do anything to it. We don't, right? Men who. With ha? Men ha. And finish out the remaining three. Men huma, men whom, men humna. Come the second person. Men ka, men ki, men kuma, men kum, men ni. Yeah, that's your shadda now, right? Right? Men. Now we're going to put the shadda on this here, on this noon. Because this noon here is going to actually turn into a long, this noon here is going to turn long. See, you have shut sakun now. Right? So what's going to happen in writing, in attaching yeah to men, this is how the writing is going to look. Men, shadda. Men, ni. Okay? And now for na, and same thing with na. You're going to write it with a shadda. Okay?
No long aleph on
Yeah, the long aleph is on the end because this is the pronoun.
Minna.
Min, right? That satisfied that. Min. And now you still have to read the na. So in the writing, you're only going to write one noon. So it'll be written min na. Okay? We got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right? Okay. We haven't had this word as a class yet, but nonetheless, I just give it to you. This is another type of particle, like a word like inna. Okay, inna is a particle. Okay, and again, so these particles we can also attach the pronoun. Inna means verily or indeed. Okay, verily or indeed. Right? So we can attach the pronouns on inna. Like again, the attached pronouns are attached to any of the word types, be it a noun, a verb, or a particle. So we're looking at different types of particles that they're attached to. So if we put inna with who? Innahu. And finish down the line. Innaha. Innahuma. Innahum. Okay, so if inna means indeed, verily, huh?
He.
It's an attached pronoun.
Yeah.
Him.
Verily him.
Him.
Yeah.
Him. Not
Because
he.
the detaching or detaching is different, having like a little different, like
Right.
them and there.
Right.
Like it's like because it becomes like a possessive something, right?
You see? Yeah. Right? So, innahu, not huwa. Right?
Barely him.
Right.
That don't sound like correct.
It don't sound correct.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not English, brother. This is Arabic class. It's down the hall. It's down the hall. You can go down the hall.
It's rough in here, bro.
Yeah, it's rough, boy. This is a rough camp here, boy.
Barely him.
Okay.
Blasted on easy.
Okay. All right.
You trying to make it English? It's not English.
It's not English, brother. That's down the block.
But it's still supposed to make sense.
Yaqub will be here in a minute.
It does.
Innahu don't make sense to you?
And who? Barely. That makes sense. Third person.
But it's not he, brother.
He is.
It's him, brother.
Third person.
No, but it's him.
I just left this up because I didn't feel like erasing it because we're going to come back to this in a moment. I didn't want to write it again. That's why I left
The
it up.
attached pronoun.
Just look at this. The attached pronoun. This not an attached pronoun.
Barely
That-
his.
You just don't want it to be. You don't want it to be that. It can't be that, right?
It's gonna
It's
change
all
the
right.
rules. Barely his. Yeah.
Yeah, there
Like
you go.
early him is.
Him is. You can say it like that too. Him is.
Okay?
Can I say his?
You say
His
him.
is him.
His.
Him. Brother.
Him.
It's not his is for possession.
Possession.
Think his book. That's possession.
Mm-hmm.
He dog.
Alright.
You can't possess verily.
He trying.
He's at,
All right.
he's at the very
Okay. So we looked at it being attached to a noun. We looked at it being attached to different types of particles. Now let's look at it being attached to a verb. Okay. So let's set the stage for a verb. Okay. So we know that a verb, when we have a verb, we have our verb. Then we have what we call our fa'il, and then we have what we call our maf'ulun bihi, right? The object of the verb, the recipient of the action. The fa'il is the one who does the action, and then the verb itself. And the verb can be in the past, present, or the imperative, of course, right? So let's deal with in the past tense first. So let's take a simple verbal sentence. So if we say, for an example, akala Ahmadu al-Burtuqal. Al-Burtuqal.
I don't know, bro.
Burtuqal.
That's what I was trying to say. You wanted to say that.
Akala, everybody know akala? How about akala?
Food. Eat.
What's the meaning of akala?
Eat.
He ate.
Eight.
He ate.
To eat.
Thank you. To eat. Akala means to eat. Okay, now that we on this, present tense, fakala,
Yaqulu.
yakulu. Abdur-Rahman saved y'all for a moment.
You know what? We just didn't say it fast enough. He was quick.
Okay, yeah, cool. Okay?
No,
Imperative.
I was lying.
We have akala ya'kulu. Ya'kulu. What's the imperative? Thank you. She saved now.
I was trying to process. I said, okay, take off the yeah.
Okay, let's go over this. While we're here, let's go over this review, how to make the imperative. The imperative, once you know your present tense, you can form your imperative. Okay? The general rule for making an imperative is this here. You remove your prefix marker. Prefix marker can either be hamza, nun, ya, or ta. We know that already, right? Hamza, nun, ya, or ta. You got to remove that. And replace it with hamza to wasl. But that's condition. What's the condition? Provided that the next letter is sukoon. If it has sukoon, that's how you know you need hamza to wasl. And if there's no sukoon,
just drop that.
Just drop it all together. And then whatever is left. So, verbs that begin with a true hamza, I'm going to say this again. Verbs that begin with a true hamza. Akala is a verb that begins with a true hamza. In the imperative does not require hamza to wasl. So, if we drop the ya, we left with the hamza, the true hamza. And putting hamza to wasl here is redundant. You see, we have hamza to wasl doesn't have, right? Everybody always understand why. Because if it's a true hamza, right, in the present tense, it's already sukoon. Hamza to wasl in front of it, hamza is only used when you don't have, when that first letter doesn't have a vowel. Like look at the verb like fataha. Right, fataha. We have yaftahu. Right? That fa is sukoon. So, in forming a regular imperative, so we're going to drop that. And I look at my first letter. Does it have sukoon? Yeah, so I'm going to put hamza to wasl to help me read it now. Because look, if I don't put hamza to wasl,
it's going to be start with sukoon. You can't.
Right. That's why. See? You can't read. That's the hamza is the help read for reading purposes. Right? Everybody understand? Yeah. So that's the criterion. The note we need to know if the original verb, meaning go back to the past tense, if it begins with a true hamza, the imperative doesn't require the hamza to wasl. So you drop everything. The prefix marker, which tells you the vowel, as well as the first letter, the original hamza. And then the verb by default is mabni ala sukoon. Mabni bis-sukoon, right? Ala sukoon. Right? And that's how we get kul. Right? Right, got it?
Yes.
So this is the imperative here?
Yes. And there's only two ways to read a hamza to wasl, imperative verb with hamza to wasl. Either with a kesra or with a dhamma. Okay? When the middle vowel is a fatha or a kesra, you read the hamza to wasl with a kesra. And if it was a dhamma, you read it with a dhamma. There's only two ways to read an imperative verb with hamza to wasl. With a kesra or with a dhamma. How do you know? If it's a fatha, if that middle vowel is a fatha or a kesra, then you read with kesra. And if it's a dhamma, read with a dhamma. Right? So if you have jalasa, right? Present tense becomes yajlisu. Right? The jim is the original letter. It has sukoon. We're going to drop the ya, the prefix marker. Replace it with hamza to wasl. The middle letter is the kesra. So how am I going to read the hamza to wasl now?
Ijlis.
With a kesra. Ijlis.
Okay?
We have the verb kharaja. Kharaja. The present tense, yakhruju. Right? So I'm going to drop the prefix mark and replace it with hamza to wasl. Why? Because the kha has sukoon. Right? But how am I going to read the hamza to wasl? With the dhamma. So we have ukhruj. And the verb must end in sukoon. That's the imperative verb. right? And if it's a verb that begins with a true hamza cut, meaning, right? When you form the imperative, there's no need for the hamza to wasl, right? So, like akala, right? If you have the verb akhadha, everybody know the verb akhadha? Akhadha. Akhadha. Akhadha means to take. Akhadha means to take. So akhadha in the present tense, it becomes a dhamma as well. So what would be the present tense for akhadha? Ya'khudhu. Ya'khudhu. Right? In forming the imperative, what do we do? So if we drop the ya, the prefix marker, in the hamza. And right? And so what's left is kha and the. And then just change the vowels. Khudh. That's your imperative. Okay? Very good? All right. All right, so we have here, Akala Ahmedu al-Burtuqala. Ahmed ate the orange. Okay? Everybody know Burtuqal?
Yeah, we know. No.
Ma Burtuqal. Orange. Okay? Ate the orange. Okay? Okay? Burtuqal. Ba-ra-ta Burtuqal. Burtuqal. Okay? Ba-ra-ta. I'm sorry. Qaf. I'm sorry. Qaf, Aleph, Lam, Ta, Marabouta. Burtuqal. Okay? Okay? So, let's say if we said Ra'a Ahmedu Bilala. Ra'a Ahmedu Bilala. Ra'a is a past tense verb. Everybody know what Ra'a means? To see. Okay? So Ahmed saw Bilal. Okay? Right? Okay? This is, Aleph Mekshur. How would we say if Ra'a is a past tense verb, right? Ra'a. Ra'a. How would we say Ra'a means he saw, right, in this sentence, based on Ahmed? How would we say I saw? Almost. I saw. Almost. Almost.
Right too.
Thank you.
I was so worried about the ride. I forgot.
Ra'aytu. Ra'aytu. Right? Tu makes it say I on the verb. Past tense verb. Okay? If it was ta, it'd be you. Okay? Right? Ra'aytu. Like if akala like that right now means he. Right? How do you say she ate? Akalat. We're going to get into this in a moment, okay? Right? We're going to get into this here. This is where we want to go today. Okay? But, so, Ra'aytu. So, I saw. Right? I saw. Right? Akala. Akaltu. I ate. Okay? Burtuqal, look at the word. Gender-wise is what? Feminine. Because of the time marabuta, right? So if I want to say, I ate it. Right? I ate it. Man akal al-burtuqal. Man akal al-burtuqal. Who ate the orange? Akaltuha, right? So we would say, Akaltuha. I ate it. Akaltuha. The ha, the pronoun, is taking the place of the noun. Okay, so the pronoun that's attached to the verb, okay, is always the object of the verb. Okay? Raitu. I wanted to say I saw Bilal. I saw him. Like if I say Raitu Bilal, right? I saw Bilal. I want to say I saw him. How would we say I saw him? Raitu. Who? I saw you. Raituka. Or ki. Do. Raitukume. All of you. Kum. Plural. I mean feminine. Right? Right?
What you doing, man? What the?
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So that's what happened. All right. All right. Okay. Everybody ready?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Just go to a plain sheet of paper. Just a plain sheet of paper.
He's erasing the board. It's really going down.
Yep.
Cat's getting it ready. Make sure you're taping everything you need. All right, no jokes for 35 minutes.
All right. Now, I think I'm what's the word? Partial. Partial means you lean towards something. Right? That's what I mean, right? Yeah, I'm partial to verbs. I'm really, because for me, when you see what they can do, it's just a whole nother world. If I guess as a boy or something, I guess it's just an exploratory thing. Just like to explore and see. It opens up a whole nother world of understanding when you really understand what's going on with the verbs. And up to this point, I want to think about what we've only been able, as a class, some of you may have gone on and done other things, but we've only been dealing with he, she, with a verb. He did, she did, you did, I did, we did. That's all we've really been dealing with. Okay? When you pick up the Quran, you're not going to only just find those, you're going to find the whole, everything that go with it. And so what we find ourselves, we may not actually see what's going on in totality. So what we want to do, we want to look at all of the verbs, past, present, and hopefully the imperative before the end of the day, so we see the full conjugation for those verbs. That's what we want to try to do today. Okay? All right. Now, we already know the verbs, associate. The only reason why we use huwa, here, and those verbs is just to be as a training wheel. That's crutches. We took them away now. We took them away. They're training wheels. They're training wheels. Huwa, the verb could have that meaning. Right? The fa'il could go back to the meaning of huwa. Huwa meaning, of course, he. It could go back to hiya, meaning she. It could go back to what? Huma, or whom, hunna, or anta, anti, antuma. Right? So we can follow the same lists, follow the same order. Okay? So, for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and put the pronouns back on, just so we can see the correlationship. Okay? But we don't use them with it. Okay? We don't use them with it. It's just to help us, all right? I don't want to just push you over the edge. I don't want to just do that. You're welcome. Okay?
I went out to class.
You teach our sons how to ride a bike?
Wow.
That's right. And then you do run over there.
You all right?
And get up and do it again. She in the fence.
Or now they hold you and then they just let you go.
Yeah, don't let me go.
You gotta learn, boy.
That's right, boy. But we're not going to do that to you, all right? So, we know we have huwa,
Some mercy.
hiya, huma, whom, hunna. we deal with third person first, okay? Okay? All right? So, and we're going to go ahead and use fa'ala as our model. Okay? So, for huwa, okay, for third person. So, we already know that the verb is going to have to look like this here, fa'ala. Okay? Okay? So, the fatha is what makes it, that's representing our fa'il. What I'm putting in red is representing our fa'il. Right? So, fa'ala. Right? Okay? So, for here, right? Fa'alat. Okay? So if you want any verb to give this meaning that's going back to who or here, this is what you have to make sure the verb looks like. Okay? So if akala, for an example, means to eat, if you want to make it go back to huwa, mean for your fa'il, then it has to end with a fatha. Mabni ala fatha. Past tense verb is mabni. I don't know if we ever mentioned that again. Past tense verb is mabni. It doesn't change. Past tense verb is mabni. Right? So it would be mabni ala sukun. I mean ala fatha. Right? Fa'alat. See? You see the fatha again. And here. Okay? Okay? Alright? So, for here, this is, look, what did we do to the verb to make it reflect she? Ta with sukun. The feminine ta. Right? This is something exclusively only for verbs. So if you put on the end of a word, ta with sukun, then you try and say that's a verb. And then that ta is the fa'il. So now we know that it reflects here, or someone feminine. Fa'alat Maryamu. Fa'alat Maryamu. Maryamu fa'alat. Aishatu fa'alat. Qalat Aishatu. Okay? So once you see the ta with sukun, you know the reference is being made to someone that's feminine, right? So if you just put it in the form of a pronoun, it's she, here. Okay? Okay? Okay, now we're going to go to huma. Okay? In the past tense, okay? How many pronouns do we have? 12. We have 12 pronouns. In the past tense, there's a separation between in the dual and remember huma as a